Hey guys, it's me, Chaotic Games here, that one Akihiko player nobody knows about. I'm gonna do a super quick, rundown of something I've been seeing asked a lot when it comes to new coming Akihiko players, be it pre-patch or current patch. It's a common question that's been existing rather since Akihiko first came into tag, and that question is, what is Cyclone? So Cyclone is a character-specific, Akihiko-only mechanic that kind of serves as a very integral core mechanic to him that really affects how one structures offense, structures neutral in certain matchups, and really serves as to why his RPS game that he has in this game is so strong and why his damage is so amazing. One of, if not the highest damaging character in the game at the current meta. So let's get right into it. First off, when you enter Cyclone, oops, you're gonna notice that by his meter, you will see a little Cyclone icon and a number next to it. The numbers range from 0 to 5, 5 being the highest, 0 being the lowest. Level 0 is when you've officially entered Cyclone Gauge, or Cyclone. Hey, you're in Cyclone, you now have access to a plethora of new options, moves, more damage, and more avenues to explore in when it comes to, offense and neutral. To enter Cyclone, you have many different options, many moves rather. One is 5B, Kill Rush, level 0. One is Duck, 6-6. Another one is 2-3-6, which is Corkscrew. Well, specifically 2-3-6B, you're holding B because that's Weave. It doesn't pop up when you do it because it's still treated as Corkscrew, which is a Cyclone Ender, so to speak. But during the Weave portion, while you're holding B, you can input Duck again, and you're in Cyclone now at level 1 because it's a cancelled. You were cancelled during Cyclone. Another is Assault Dive. Duck, 2C isn't a way to enter Cyclone, so to speak, but it can be used in Cyclone, and its properties change. I'll get to that later. So those are all the ways to enter Cyclone. Oh, and Throw. I forgot to mention Throw. Throw is another way to enter Cyclone. All of these options I listed can be used to enter Cyclone, and they can be used during Cyclone. So if I do Dive, it's level 1, it's not level 2, it's not level 3, it's not level 4, it's not level 5. So, when he's in Cyclone, he gains access to 2 new moves. Those moves are Cork, or Body, Boomerang Hook, and Sonic Upper. When you, important to note that you cannot do the same record twice in a row. If you do Boomerang Hook, the next record, no matter what button you press, will always be Sonic Upper, and vice versa. Then when you do Sonic Upper, the next button you press, no matter what strength, is Boomerang Hook. A little aside, when you do an A strength Rega, the first version you will always get, when you do them raw, will be Boomerang Hook. When you do a B strength Rega, the first strength you will always get will be Sonic Upper. And of course, the rules I stated, you can never do the same record twice. The next record is always different. We'll play in afterwards. So, see, I'm doing Duck, and then B. No matter what, I'm getting B Upper. So, when you're in Cyclone, as I said, you can cancel anything into anything. So it's not necessarily, so to speak. You can do Duck, Weave, Duck, Duck, Weave, Duck, Rekka, Duck, Throw, Duck 2C, Duck, Weave, Duck 2C, Duck, Weave, Duck, Dive. Weave can only be cancelled into Duck. No matter what, I can't do Weave, Rekka, I can't do Weave 2C. If I release B before Weave runs out entirely, it becomes Corkscrew. And of course, Corkscrew is only cancelable into supers when you're in Resonance. I can call assist, obviously, but that's a different story. Now, if you can't bother looking at the Cyclone number, which you should, mind you. You should always be able to look at what Cyclone relative level you're at. Look at the screen. You can go based on what Akihiko looks like. The higher the level he is, the more red he gets until he's at level 5, when he's completely red. And then that's when he's at his highest, his damage is at his highest, and he kills you off of anything. That's more or less kind of everything, so to speak. What comes after that is basically structuring your Cyclone offense. You don't want to always be in Cyclone to structure your offense. Although it's really good, the RPS is really strong and favorable for Akihiko more often than not if you know what you're doing. But it's really important to be able to you do pressure outside of Cyclone, make them scared of just the regular shit. Because once they get scared of that and they DP, then you kill them. Oh, I forgot to mention, Cyclones also can't, when you're in Cyclone, you can also do 5C. As well as DP. And supers. It's also important to note that his Rekkas, while considered specials, they can be special cancelled. They have chip damage. I'm not going to tell them to block, but they do have chip damage. But they can be special cancelled. Not specials normally can't do this. I'm inputting Gyre Vortex. You know, Corkscrew is a special. It can't be special cancelable. Same thing with Dive. So they're kind of a weird property in of themselves. But yeah, Akihiko, his RPS game really kicks in when he's in Cyclone. If you know what you're doing, if you know your numbers, your frame traps, he becomes really powerful. You know, I'll give one short example, really. Even though you don't really have to worry about this at the current moment, it's just a matter of getting used to the feel of Cyclone until you figure out, oh, this frame traps into that. An example right there, that's a frame trap. That's a frame trap if you delay it properly. You can't really. You can, but if you really properly delay your stuff, and know the timings on everything, you can get a really good frame trap game going on. You can even bait DPs properly into a kill. So another example. That's 16k solo. Added DHC, and that's 18k. What a character, right? But for the most part, that's kind of it. This is a basic, not really a primer, but just a quick overview of just what exactly Cyclone is and how to get into it. You can escape it. You can escape it pretty easily, but just be wary that you're not really plus when you escape Cyclone. Have an assist at the ready, or make sure you've conditioned them properly not to mindlessly mash at certain points if you want to get out of Cyclone. Right there, obviously, I blocked in time, and he DP'd. And the damage is on me. One more thing to note. When you're doing Cyclone juggles, it's oft seen by Akihikos that you end your Cyclone juggles in 5C. This only works at level 5. If you do it at any other lower level, well, off of 2C, yeah, that's gonna work, but off of Rekka specifically, like level 3, he'll tech out. So it only works at level 5, and then of course be mindful of ending with DP, because if they tech out the DP, you're gonna get that's a free punish on you. You're gonna have to hold that. So that's basically it. It's kind of everything I wanted to go over for the most part. I thought I'd take a bit longer, but there isn't really much to go over. It's a pretty simple entryway into what really makes Akihiko tick as a character. What makes him so powerful and so scary. So yeah, that's it. See ya.